Hi guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Crusader Kings 3. Here today on the channel, we're back with our William the Conqueror of Normandy series. This is episode 2. In today's episode, we're going to be continuing on where we left off. We've managed to defeat the Anglo-Saxons in 1066, bringing myself to the throne. The House of Normandy rules England now. We threw back the Norwegians as well, and we're starting to grab some territory in Scotland and warring with the Welsh. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on. Let me know in the comments feedback and suggestions for the series and where you'd like me to expand and conquer. Got to say a huge thank you to Paradox Interactive for sending me an early access code of CK3 and making this Let's Play possible. So a huge thank you to them. CK3, the Steam page, will be linked in the description below. So, looking here, my line is secure. I have 3 sons. My daughter's married into the Hungarian line and also the Austrian line as well. I'm King William of Normandy, 45 years of age. I have a grandson coming along as well. We are the the descendants of Grandpappy Rollo de Normandy. And we currently hold 4 titles. I'm ambitious, diligent, brave, and a brilliant strategist. I am legitimized, of course. So we're still going to be continuing on with our main objective of uniting the entirety of the United Kingdom under the House of Normandy, under William the Conqueror, which is going to be easier said than done. We can also look into maybe expanding into France, Aquitaine, and sort of the historic medieval England territory. I would like to go on crusade at one point as well. And yeah, we'll just sort of see how we go. So leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here if you like the sound of that, and subscribe for daily, hour-long CK2 content over the next coming weeks and months. So we can create the title of the Duchy of Wessex and a couple of others. We're currently minus 30, as we're just finishing off a war with Scotland that we started in the last episode where we just won. As you can see in the north, we have gone and taken said territory up there. We do have a looming, potentially civil war we have to deal with as well. But my council is fine for now. Queen Matilda, my wife, she's Dutch. She's helping out with things. The Archbishop, it's only plus 10, so he doesn't mind me at the moment. We can fabricate a claim in the future, potentially. My steward's 17, my councillor's 20. My marshal's only 13, which could be a lot higher. And my spy isn't too bad as well. Okay, so we've got a sort of militant faction coming up. My cousin Robert of Normandy, we did have a plot to sort of murder the Duke of Mercia, but that didn't fall through. We did manage to cripple him and sort of blend him up into a bit of a pulp, I guess. So, yeah, sometimes forcing imprisonment can work. I did use it a fair bit in the Game of Thrones mod for CK2, but I can't wait for the modding scene for this game. I'm really, really looking forward to that. But if you want to see more CK series on the channel, let me know in the comments as well. The factions you'd like me to showcase and play. Maybe even a different time period as well. Okay. So, we can't go to war with Scotland yet, because that's still passing. Maybe we should go to war with the Welsh. No, we don't have a Casus Belli there. Ireland's still very much split up. Greetings, William. I've accepted your ransom. That's fine. There was also some other decisions we can make as well. We can conquer Ireland and form an empire eventually, but it's still going to take us quite a long time before we can conquer the entirety of the UK. It's 1076 now at the moment. We'll accept that. We started in 1066, so it's taken 10 years to just even take this. Okay. So 1 month before their ultimatum is set. We might swap him out. Because if you guys can remember, technically it was the Scottish king. It was sort of weird what happened in the last episode, because the house of Malcolm here, of Clanmore, of Gowrie,
was the King of Scotland. When the war got declared, they overthrew him with a new one, and we wanted to continue the war, and so did they. So, we're going to have to be careful here. It's kind of realistic. Oh, here we go. To my liege. The rightful King of Normandy belongs to Robert by divine right. Yeah. The Mercians used to rule sort of ancient Anglo-Saxon kingdom, England in their own right. So it's not unsurprising that they've backed Robert along with the former King of Scotland. They've got 3.9, we've got 2.2. They actually outnumber us slightly. So, looks like we're dealing with a English throne succession crisis, I guess. Another civil war once more. Yeah, I thought bringing in the former Scottish king, because we technically are his vassals because we've taken that territory from him. I thought potentially, yeah, we could sort of bring him into the fold. Sort of keeping my enemies closer, I guess. But we'll call in our allies for this. It's not going to cost anything. So we're plunged into a massive civil war in today's episode. Crikey. So let's raise the forces. And let's see how we go. We're making a profit now, which is good. Okay. So, defending Normandy is probably the play. So it looks like the Midlands and sort of Mercia in England has risen up against me. It does look like the Austrians and the Hungarians, the princes of Hungary and their king, are going to come help us out. Okay, so we've got 2k here now. William's a 36 commander. He's fantastic. Oh, 2k Mercians going straight for Normandy. Let's pull back. They actually might win us and beat us here because that's quite a decent force. They got 1.9k. The problem is because we have territory in Normandy, we are a little bit exposed. We have 10k soldiers now, so we've got a 6k coming, but we are outnumbered straight up. I think holding, and we've got a little bit of cash, let's try and increase our light footmen. I haven't reformed my armies that much. We haven't had a time of peace in much time. Yeah, I probably should have, yeah, because we are very much licking our wounds from the last episode. We just need to sort of wait up for the Hungarians and the Austrians to come and help us out. Oh, what's this? Ah, typical CK3, you get ganged up on. So, the Scottish want a war. We were just at war with them. Why have they gone and done that? I guess because of an active war they can join in. Well, I guess we'll draw them into the Scottish fight as well. Now, because we have allies, we don't need to spend prestige to bring them in. Because you need to spend prestige in an offensive war. In a defensive war, they're going to bring in... Oh, look at this! 1.8k ye gits are coming to invade us. Oh, that's such a shame. Okay, so I guess we're just going to have to hold up in... Far out. This is a huge war going on here. 3.2k Hungarians and some Austrians coming to help us out as well. There's not really too much we can do. We can't be offensive. We have to sit on the defensive. Oh my god! There's like 5k there! No. What? No. Oh, that could have been I thought that was the Hungarian flag. Crikey. So, yeah. Still a little bit away. There's not really too much we can do. Capital sniping still very much works in this game, so... Oh, they're coming for us as well! We're defending my mortal body. Oh no! High king or peasants, low or high, it does not matter. Send for the physician now! Oh, King William is ill. Oh, we need him fighting in this war. Oh my god. We'll spend the 50. We're only slightly making a little bit of money. We can't allow for him to die. New heir. Oh no! Robert has been killed. How? Prince Robert was slain in battle. Oh, he didn't deserve this. No! Prince Robert Courthus of England is dead. Courthus. Yeah, okay. Why is that? Time for treatment. It's too late for caution. A risky treatment. The thing is, he's fighting. It's time... yeah, he only has a common cold. It's time to treat your cold. Do no more than what is necessary. A safe treatment might lessen the symptoms. Yeah, but it's only a cold. A little brighter. Oh, excellent work, Raymond. It's come through. Yeah, it's not like we're in the middle getting in a fight or anything. Oh, my injured brother. Count Robert. There's nothing that can be done. Oh, no! He's lost an arm. He's been maimed in the war. I thought we were dealing with sort of a clear-cut civil war. It's like a full-on war now with the Scottish coming in. Yeah, I guess we'll bring in Edward. And yeah, we'll bring in Raymond. Raymond de Chatillon. That's the only sort of medieval Raymond I can think of at the top of my head. Everyone loves Raymond. Everyone loves a little bit of de Chatillon. Okay, so it looks like the Hungarians and the Austrians have finally come through, and we've had a really good victory. Because we stayed in our defensive position in our capital, you do get a lot of good bonuses. And of course, William's 26 Marshal on the field. He's quite a lot more. So we're going to stay quite passive and protect the family home. Man, oh man. It's such a shame we lost Robert. No, I don't want to extort the Archbishop. We're only plus 10 with him. We need to keep our relations good with the papacy. We're still Catholic, we're still Norman, and we lost the ill trait as well. Yeah, I do recommend, especially if you get ganged up on, which sometimes happens in CK3. It's the thing is like that some people don't like about it, and I can completely understand. It's very RNG. There's not really too much you can do. Like if you especially play on like, it doesn't like scale very well. So like the harder the difficulty is, the more RNG chances you get against you. So you tend to have to play a little bit more defensively. Yeah, it's just a little bit tough like that. Okay. But hey, it's also kind of real, like it's sort of realistic. It's challenging because not everything can go your way. But yeah, if you definitely get ganged up on, you need to protect your capital to protect your family members. And sitting there in a defensive position seems to be working quite well. So Robert's now died, but Duchess Matilda. Ah, so it's actually going from. So my heir is actually Matilda, which is interesting. Because Robert had a child. It's still going through the preference of that. It's not predominantly male primogenitor. So it doesn't fall to my second-born son. It actually goes to Matilda. Which is interesting. Okay. Oh, what's this? Prince William's been murdered as well. Oh, come off it. Was slain in battle as well. It's not like we're actively having them fight out here. Mental break. Yeah, it's because we've got that athlete trait, don't we? Yeah. Let's allow my wife Matilda to get me through this. Far out, man. That's some unlucky. That's CK3 for you, though. Sometimes you draw races, or you sort of get a busted flush. And that sort of seems the way we're going at the moment. Crikey, we rolled snake eyes. Okay. It's not like we've even done anything wrong there. One was murdered and one was died in combat. Okay, so they've dropped another army there. Mine is 55 in Scotland. There's not really too much we can do about that. We'll try and protect the capital. Be defensive where we can. Oh no. Outliving a child. Oh god, how could this be? What is going on? Richard died from his wounds. I don't believe this. We were in a fantastic position at the start of today's episode, and we've had 3 male heir deaths. You've got to be kidding me, man. Oh. And that's definitely, like, wiped out the historical line of England, because I think it might have gone through Robert. I'm not too exactly sure. about William the Conqueror's children. You only really hear about him in his life. And sort of the events a little bit after 1066. But the King of Hungary's really helping us out here. Yeah, I can't recommend, before you unpause the game, at the very, very start, just try and get those alliances secure. Because even if you betroth, like, children, like, quite early on, you can get alliances. Like, I think I had, like, 1-year-olds being betrothed to each other, and the alliance still was enacted, regardless of how fantastic they were meant to be. My granddaughter, Duchess Matilda, is an unusually calm child, so she's actually my heir. Okay, well, England was always better at queens than they were kings, weren't they? That's a quote from somewhere, I can't remember. Maybe The Crown. That's like been stolen or whatever. Yeah, they keep on going for my capital here. Now the Welsh are getting involved, which is great. So although we threw back Godwinson and the Anglo-Saxons and then Harold Hardrada, we're still struggling with civil wars. Agatha, my daughter's come of age, and to secure all of the UK. Yeah, we're being called in there. We can get more prestige if we want that. Oh, hang on. So be it. Invalid has ended. No longer controls the claims of the county. So be it. So that war with Scotland's gone because I guess we lost some territory up there. That's strange. The Welsh have some Irish territory now. Okay. This war still rages. Was slain in battle. I don't believe this. My 3 sons died. William the Red as well. So, we might have a succession crisis on our hands. And my half-brother died as well. We might need to sort of go over the family tree after this war is done. They've only got 900 as well. We need to rally up these traitors as best we can. 42%. We've won every battle. We just need to take territory. It's just a little bit tricky because they seem to just like unopposedly just sail down to Normandy, which we have to defend. We'll be aggressive now. We'll try and siege and take Warwick, the Mercian capital. And we'll continue on our martial rank there. Man, oh man, the AI smells blood as well. They really gang up on you where they can. Oh, 100. We've won the siege and we've captured a hostage there. The son of the Duke of Mercia. So we'll enforce demands there. So be it. We've gotten Duke Edwin's son. Okay, so the Civil War is over. But at a huge cost. I lost 3 children to you, Duke Edwin. What should I do with his children? We can send off a couple of these proposals though as well. We can get an alliance with Kent and Essex as well. Rufus, Catholic Anglo-Saxon, will ransom him. We've gotten his daughter. And then we have the Duke of Mercia. Wanted to press Robert's claim. I could execute him. There used to be a thing There used to be a thing in the Game of Thrones mod where you could hold a trial. But there's too many negative bonuses. But look, I'm going to have to. Because he killed 3 of my children. I can't let that go unopposed. We'll try and imprison some of these people as well. Oh, that's so infuriating. But yeah, I kind of wish there was a trial mechanic. Because in the Game of Thrones mod, you can have a trial by combat. So the juries can either get swayed, and then you can actually execute people for their crimes. And we'll move these people into the dungeon. Oh my god, that's like ruined my male family tree as well. He's got 4 daughters. Okay, so let's open up the Dynasty Tree and see if we can sort this out a bit. Because they only had children as well, like daughters. Hermione, Matilda, and Angus. Okay. And then their children as well. I might have to redo my family tree. Guy's 30. My nephew. Yeah, I need to set this up. Okay, we could potentially have a succession crisis on our hands because the male line isn't very secure. I'm tempted to sort of marry these male cousins into my line. Like, I could marry Guy to Matilda because that's my sister. He's French Catholic. And that can secure that line in. Also, we had that, like, far over here, because they've got the last name of Normandy. They pushed Robert's claim. Ralph's been married off. William hasn't. Maybe marrying William into our line. And Robert as well. So these cousins are a little bit more distant. But we want to try and keep the name of Normandy. We want our females to go out and sort of claim titles and stuff like my children. But my grandchildren, we need to secure. So maybe if I marry off Matilda to Guy and bring that in a little bit closer. And I think Ralph for Hermione and William for Angie. Okay, so let's deal with these marriages then. Matilda, her grandfather is William the Conqueror, the Emperor of the Byzantines, and was the heir as well. So it can be a little bit tricky doing this. So we want to try and marry Matilda to Guy, my cousin. Because the last thing we want is more claimants causing civil wars. We can't create a cadet branch just yet. So we'll marry my nephew to my granddaughter. Because we don't want Guy to be used into another political plot. And William as well. Because what happened is, like, that claimant was there was a civil war because, yeah, they weren't really brought in. It's particularly when I've got 3 granddaughters. We might as well marry them into my line. Because, yeah, we don't want other claimants. So they'll have, yeah, because we've lost male Normandys. And Hermione why can't I do that? Maybe actually Raymond doesn't look too bad. There is a risk, of course. Henry de Beaumont. That wouldn't be too bad, but he's chased, that's why. Yeah. He's not going to accept. That might do it though. We'll bring Raymond in, who's actually my marshal for now. Yeah. We're going to have to go with matrilineal marriage for him to accept that. And with Agnes of Kent, Angie. Sometimes it's a little bit clunky. Frederick, Dutch might work. Yeah, it looked like that William one wouldn't go through. Sometimes you can't command people what to do necessarily. Yeah, because that works. Yeah. Because we want to get my granddaughters married off, the quicker the better. Also, because we still got control of them. So my firstborn daughters married into both Hungarian lines. House of Bebenberg. And we've still got Eleanor to marry off as well. Greetings, my liege. Guy's been married. And Agnes has been married off as well, along with William. So those royal lines are secure. Because, ransom your prisoner. Yeah. Because it's gone to a boy, Duke of Mercia now. Yeah. Because William is getting quite old. We've got to be careful. Prisoners-wise as well. We can actually get a decent amount of money from ransoming prisoners. So we'll ransom you. We could ransom your sister. I don't particularly want to execute too many, but also keeps them in check if there's going to be another civil war as well. 3 sons I lost in there. I don't believe it, man. What? My alliance has expired with Prince Lozano. Why has that happened? Did they have any children? Oh, Princess Constance is a leper. She contracted leprosy. Oh, Prince of Hungary is like, I don't want any of that. Oh, so we can marry her off now. Well, let's invite her back to my court. I guess they got a divorce. Oh, that's a shame. Oh God, she's ugly now. Well, who can I marry her off to? I'm sure there's someone we can. Because we want to try and keep the royal line. So, it looks like we're going to be able to marry her to another Hungarian. So, how's that working? So, to the King of Hungary. His second-born son. That's strange. Why would they accept that when they just broke that? Maybe that her previous husband was a little bit more crucial for stuff. Because the Hungarians have massively helped us out in this series. We want to try and continue with that. Yeah. It's always worth checking. Sometimes you can steal some pretty cool characters like that. Right. Well, that's been accepted. So the Hungarian alliance is still back on. But the Duchy of Transylvania, not so much. We'll continue down that. Yeah, so Prince David of Hungary. Emery of Hungary. Yeah, let's have a look at this. So, the King of Hungary is King Salman. And we've married directly into his line. Oh, his brother we're married into. Right. And, King Belia of Hungary. That was his first and only son, who's the Duchy of Transylvania. So he's a little bit crucial down that further line. Pretty interesting family tree, though. Oh, here we go. A proposal. Wherever I go, Gunrid goes. Okay, now keep a closer eye on her. She could become me lover. We can lay with her. A distraction for tonight, nothing else. Oh, sweetie, but no. I need more children, though. Sometimes it's a legitimate strategy to get a bunch of courtiers in. Under the open sky, Gunrid and I crouch side by side. The powerful boar in front of us is unaware of our presence. Uh-oh. Hopefully we don't get caught hunting a boar. We're in a hunt, I guess. In my attempts to sway the Duke of Mercia. Right. Even though we got rid of his father, we need to secure his Duke's loyalty, because he's minus 98, because we got rid of his papa, and the King of Scotland. We can't forget his involvement in all this as well. I can finally go down Gallant as well. We've already gone down Strategist. Okay, it's time to fabricate a claim. Okay. So we're going to go to war with Brittany, potentially. What else could we go to war with? Wales. We could go back to war with Scotland. But I do want to try and secure Brittany where we can. Let's get the bishop to fabricate a claim on Brittany. That'll take a little while before that's done, though. Anyway. Death do us part. Oh no! Matilda. I might not have loved you yet. I feel you're passing. Okay. King William is a bit of a savage bloke, but he seems to be outliving 3 of his sons and now his Dutch wife. Well, you know what that means? I'm single again. High five. Venice. Alright, so I guess we'll try and marry off King William. We might be able to get some more sons. Okay, so I've managed to find King William a wife here. Now, if we look in the Spanish family tree, yeah, we might be able to get involved in this. We already are married into it slightly there. But we might be able to marry Garcia's firstborn daughter. 16, paranoid, fickle, calm. She's aggressive. She's 16. And that will give us a claim to the Kingdom of Galatia. So let's arrange the marriage. And she's also, yeah, he's also related to the French dynasty there, Lyon, and then her father of Galatia. So we'll marry her off, and there's a medium chance of children. And Chimeria dynasty. Greetings, her brother is now accepted. William's now 64. We might be able to get some more children towards his latter stages, his latter innings, let's say, if we get lucky. Okay. So it looks like the claim for Brittany has come through. It's going to cost 70 gold. We've got 500 in the bank. That's fine. And we'll use it on Brittany. Okay, so we can set a rally point here in Normandy. We had it sitting in London, because you can actually move rally points now that I've learnt. Okay, we've reformed the army slightly as well, so it should be better from those previous civil wars. And let's claim Brittany. It will be an offensive war. We've got 1.6k prestige, so we should be able to wrap this one quickly. Let's raise the banners. They've only got 1.7k. We have 4.k coming in. We want to try and, well, conquer as much territory as we can with William. The more the better, because he's such a fantastic commander. We're better off being aggressive. We've got the martial skill. It's 40 now, which is insane. And passive in stewardship and sort of intrigue. So their 1.7k seems to be evading us for now. We'll station the besiegers there, and we'll give 3.5k the chase, while trying to protect our region capital. It might even serve as a little bit of a bait. Yeah, I'm nearly happy to engage that. Oh! Right, so we didn't even get to fight the 1.7. We've managed to capture the King of Britain and his royal family. How quick was that? Oh, that's what I like. A war wrapped up within a couple of months, not being long and protracted over many. And we disband the army. What a fantastic war we can wrap up. I still can't recommend capital sniping enough in CK3. Fantastic. Now we can continue to conquer Brittany. Okay, so we can't go to war with them again. I've skipped a little bit ahead because we want to try and get another claim. It's going to take 3 years. We'll try and focus on the Welsh. Now, I might be able to have a quick war, another war here with Scotland to secure more territory. But we could do Earl Duncan's claim. Oh, so the former King of Scotland, Malcolm, has now passed. Okay. So now, it's actually not too bad taking small territory and sort of picking them off because you can get better quality claims in and around it, as we have a vassal up in the north here now. Army-wise as well, we've got some more professional knights, archers, catapults as well. We have 1.6k prestige and 400 gold. Now, because we're going to go to war with Scotland, I'm going to change the rally point to Durham, up in Northumbria, near Bebbanburg, and we'll go to war with the Scottish again. It's going to take quite some time for us to completely erode and conquer the Scottish. It's going to take many wars, but someone's got to do it. Okay, they've got 1.2, we got 4.k or so. We can call, we can call in the Galatians. And potentially the French if we want as well. As Robert has married Stephanie. Yeah, because that's gone through. It does cost a little bit. We should be okay. France. 150 for Austria. We'll call the Austrians in, and we'll spend 75 for the French as well. We have 1.5k. Okay. Let's hold up in Durham to see how many we get. Yeah, because Princess Stephanie is married to Robert. Okay, so the Austrians are coming in. 4.7k. Let's cross the border and try and take their capital. So we'll station some besiegers there. They seem to have allowed us to cross the border with impunity. Oh, they're flanked there with 1.2. Move them further back up. Yeah, I thought we could maybe take some castles here and there. And as quick as they came in, they might have gone. Mental break. Rickish, I guess. Oh, we've engaged the Scottish king here. With only a K. What? No way. We've been so lucky with a couple of these wars. We've just managed to capture him. I don't believe that. We had him in oh, maybe I should have gotten rid of him. Because now we have Fife under our control. That was a quick war. Okay. To the brave King William. Your exquisite features are a bowl of porridge. How charming. Okay. That's so weird. Maybe a romance sort of thing could come up. So now we can't go to war with him again because we have to wait 3 years for a truce. Yeah. Sometimes you can get lucky and capture kings to finish it off. Alright, hopefully that Welsh claim's done. Okay. So we can create a duchy here. Cornwall and Wessex. I'm nearly tempted to do so. So we'll create the Duchy of Wessex and probably Cornwall because the Duchy of Hawaii, or whatever it's called, is in Scotland. We want to probably take more territory before we do that. So now they've got too many duchies under our control. We probably should give the Duchy of Cornwall to Wessex for someone who actually has territory in and around there. Diplomacy-wise, we're sitting quite fantastic. Family tree as well. Matilda is now a teenager. Unfortunately, her daughter, Solvia, is 1 and she's been in prison. Can we release her? Okay. By a regional mayor. But her marriage to Guy went through. Yeah, we can't issue her release. So Matilda is still my granddaughter and heir. Eustace is my great-grandson there. From Agnes and Hermione. My daughter Eleanor has a son with Robert, who is married into the French line. And there's a little bit of a faction going on here, but we should be right. Okay, so let's have a look here who we can give the duchy to. Because sometimes you're better off dishing it out like that. Okay. Oh, William's dead. Oh, okay. And Prince Robert. Okay. Maybe landing some of these guys might be better. The Duchy of Wessex. I'm tempted to, because I want to try and keep my family members amicable as well. Yeah, I think we're better off doing that. So there can be a little bit of an issue splitting stuff up like that, because having the Duke of Wessex have the primary, like being the primary lord of another vassal can complicate things. But we should be alright. But Robert, my grandson, is married in England. Yeah, of England, is married to the French princess, so that works out well. So now we've given him that. Can I give anyone? Hugh, my brother-in-law. We could grant him the title of Cornwall. And that earldom. Yeah, so that will keep them happy. We want to try and prioritize our family members for dukedoms where we can. Keep it in the family. Oh, here we go. So we've got another civil war we have to deal with here. My nephew's doing it as well. Okay. Oh, wow. Lord Mayor Ferrand. Duchess Angie's, my granddaughter. You kidding me? Well, they want me to decrease my crown authority. Well, I guess we're dealing with a civil war now. Rally the troops. My nephew and my granddaughter. Okay, that's annoying. I'm surprised she's gone and done that, but I guess from her perspective, yeah, we're in a bit of a succession crisis because we're going down Robert's line. Maybe she thinks her line should rule. Okay, so now we're in a defensive war. We're going to be able to call more allies. So we're going to have to move the rally point back to Normandy because we lost that. So what have they got? I'm too old for this stuff. So we can call in Hungary. We can call in France and Galatia, as it's a defensive war. Far out. So my nephew and granddaughter have risen up against me. And once again, Fife is coming with me. Well, we've dealt with 2 civil wars here today. 4.1 against 3.7 without allies being called. So once again, we have to gonna have to be quite passive defending the capital of Normandy. So it looks like France is going to be able to bring some immediate reinforcements over. They're probably not going to be able to muster too much yet because she's technically not like the Queen of France who has access to the kingdom's entire vassals. But she's going to be able to bring around a small army. As we're outnumbered and we're probably going to get exposed to flanking and we need to wait for allied assistance. We really want to try and hold up in Normandy, but if they're going to like allow the north here to be exposed, we could bait them back in. We're just going to have to be careful. Yeah, because they seem to not want to be crossing. 9k could push south. We've lost Winchester. Further castles are under siege. Now they're coming back with 3.4. So try and rally up further back there. Oh no. They were way too quick on the uptake there. My daughter, praise St. Bridget. So this is my second wife, the Spanish wife. Queen Iola Garcias of the Chimera dynasty or Chimera dynasty. It's like Chimera. Yeah, it's like, because it's like Jimenez, isn't it, I think. We could name her, what should we call her? That was my mother's name. Oh, Emma. I quite like that. We'll go with Emma. Okay. 3.4k besieging. We just need to rally up and then we'll go. Yep, now we'll go. No! They managed to pull back. I guess they calculated they were going to lose. 3.3k Hungarians coming over once more. Once again, our allies are helping us out and carrying us. Man, oh man, they've got a lot of forces here. So we'll engage one. We've won our first battle, 40%. The slaughter at Harcourt. We've caught them in the marshes unawares. Let's give chase to the 1k. If they engage the Hungarian 3k, we'll double back. Now, will they merge with us on the river crossing? Because you really can't control the AI, you just sort of have to allow them to help you out where they can. But once again, we're fighting in Normandy. I'm sure the French... right. Yeah, I guess see it done. Oh, but we haven't got the money. We're going to go bankrupt. Which is not really too much we can do. Because once this is done, I want to be able to press that Welsh claim where we can. Let's swing further down south. So, we've had a couple, like, good minor wars here today against Scotland and Brittany, but Civil War-wise, it's been a completely different story. We've had two pretty bad ones. One, trying to bring in my distant cousin, and then one a lot closer. Then my granddaughter's risen up against me. That's going to be more difficult what to do with her because she's a direct traitor and we can't get rid of her straight away because it'll be kinship killing. So let's pull back here. There's a couple castles that aren't under my control. We're at 60% because we've won two big battles off the bat. We don't want to allow them to consolidate, so let's give chase. It looks like the Hungarians have abandoned us here. There we go. Oh, they came back. We were actually losing that. Crikey. That could have been a close one. Okay. And the Queen's pregnant once again. Good. Hopefully I can have some more sons. Spanish sons. To make up for the ones I lost. Okay. And another one's probably going to bite the dust there. Yeah. Still can't accept those demands. 93. Oh, they might do it, actually. Yeah, they did it. I thought it was at 93, so they might not. Hey, we've won. Now we can get our money back on track. Crikey. Another Liberty War there. So be it. Man, I'm going to miss William. Look at his martial skill. It's absolutely insane. 70 years of age. Right. We'll rejig those council positions eventually as well. And we've got to deal with the prisoners after that. So we've got the mayor. My nephew. And my granddaughter. So he's not a direct sort of descendant. He's more or less grandfather and father was of Norman blood. But my main concern is what to do with my granddaughter. We could... Yeah, I wish there was to put them on trial for their crimes. But maybe it's realistic. There's not a court system. Because I quite like the trial by combat stuff. But that's annoying. And... yeah, so the major traitors and conspirators we'll keep. I'll ransom the low-level ones. Okay. So the Civil War's now ended. We're in a time of peace. Let's rejig my court again. So we'll bring in Earl MacDonald. I don't know why I said MacDonald. Maybe I'm hungry. Earl Donald. And... we could reassign the Duke. The Duke of Mercia. Oakenbert. His father was one of the main conspirators in the last Civil War. But we executed his father. But now he's ruling and helping us out in court, I guess. Yeah, so I think the lower ones, so some of these guys have been in prison for 10 to 3 months. Moving them to the dungeon can basically get rid of them without you getting the hit. But some of the minor conspirators, except for the major ones, yeah, I'm in a sort of tricky situation. I executed the Mercian Duke because he killed 3 of my sons. Although that war was costly, my granddaughter and my nephew, I don't think they should be punished directly. But like a Catholic Norse bloke here, we should try and ransom a couple of these. And we're also in debt by 50. Oh no! You have died. King William of England has given up the ghost. At 70 years of age, he died of old age. An old man. He lived long and a fulfilling life. Queen Matilda ascends to the throne. Being both thrifty and frugal, the realm will surely prosper. King William, 70 years of age. 31 years we played. And he leaves a pregnant wife as well. Matilda, why is she so bruised and battered up? Oh, and we've had another civil war. We've got another succession crisis on our hands. And it's another Normandy, Duke Berold. His father was William. Okay. The Duchy of Wessex. I just gave that away to you. It's because of this female line, I think, what's going on. Queen Matilda, married to Guy. And so she's been in prison. We can't ransom her either. Their daughter. So Queen Matilda... she's got like 3 big black eyes. King Guy and Queen Matilda. Yeah, it's because we like skipped a generation. She does have 15 stewardship, but she's wounded. So, Queen Matilda, Eustace. Oh. Agnes's son. Yeah. We're going to have to keep her under lock and key. Man, oh man. We've got a huge succession crisis going on. So even the male line there is trying to get involved. If we didn't lose Robert, Richard and William, we might not have been put into this situation. I guess. Well, let's raise the army. Raise the banners where we can. Now, we're going to have money under Queen Matilda, but military not so much. Why is my army split up there? And why is she there? We need to rally up at our capital. Okay, so now that we've got a new queen, we can pick a focus. I think going with stewardship, because your stewardship education, you gave him 30 more %. Let's go with that. So, she's going to be able to give us money. Income, stewardship. Money is quite crucial in this game. We should be able to, once we wrap up with this civil war, invest in our local economy, because we haven't really needed to, because William has been such a fantastic commander. We ever need to build farms, castles, and barracks and stuff. So once this war wraps up and we have a couple more children, I might do that, actually. So we'll bring in Earl Allen, only a 12 marshal, and Mayor Geralt as well, 14, the White Wolf. We can negotiate an alliance here. Oh, but all those Hungarian and French and Galatian alliances went. Because we're now playing as Matilda. Oh, that's a shame. That's annoying. We're kind of on our own here. 3.5k against their 1.4. Okay, so we need to rally up back at Normandy. I don't know why the armies were split. So part of Normandy's rebelled, along with Wessex there. That's actually not too bad that we split that in the end because... Oh, you lost the trade of wounded. Why is that? Oh, that's strange. Well, we might be able to surround this 800 here. Yeah, it's gone. I don't know why that is. Maybe because of my court position, but nothing came up because of it. Well, the 1.2k should be able to beat that. But command-wise... Oh, they're actually being engaged by a small army there. Yeah, try and retake some of the castles. Okay. So we're... they're now coming in. Minus 57? That's unfair, I think. It's because we've taken Winchester, 2.4k. We just need to take these castles back under our control. They've also got some Norman territory further to the south there as well. But Queen Matilda, our second faction leader we're playing as, the daughter of Robert, has ascended to the throne in another civil war. Okay, let's pull you back. Chaotic is the word that comes to mind. So now we've won a couple of sieges, retaking Normandy under our control. It's gone to 20, so let's pull back to the capital then. Oh, they're trying to give chase here. We could intercept that. Where did that come from? Where'd the 700 come from? We've engaged here now. And we've won our first major fight. Fantastic. Alright, we need to merge up and give chase. They've split again. Push for the 500. Fantastic. And we've managed to capture a decent hostage. Yeah, so there's 2 wars we have to deal with. Which is annoying. That in a time of crisis and where there's a bit of a power vacuum, you do tend to get ganged up on a bit. 4.5k now. Yep, and we've defeated my cousin in the open field. Yeah, so it's like my distant male line with the last name Normandy is trying to overthrow the female line of what's left in England of Duke William. Well, that's what I love about CK3. We're still dealing with the consequences of those 3 sons' deaths, like 10 years in the future now. Or 5, or however it was or so. What is it, 1098? We've nearly played 40 years and we still haven't taken all of England. It's probably going to take us maybe a couple 100 years. But that's what I love about Paradox games. They're slow and methodical. Empire building, family sim is the best way to describe CK3, my last chance. Yeah, we'll let her go, I guess. Because I don't even care about her claim, necessarily. We're hemorrhaging money now, so we've won a couple of wars. I'm going to have to split it just to get us in the green. Because if we go negative, we're not going to be able to win this. But we've won 5 battles back to back. Okay, let's continue on with the initiative, because this is such a tight war. Okay. Monthly income while at war. We'll go with that, actually. That's actually going to help us now, because we're still not out of the woodwork just yet. So there's some Norman territory there we don't have. This also highlights how crucial allies are, because they were massively carrying me in this series so far. Can't afford for them to take the capital. She's actually 14, so allowing her to lead from the front is probably not a bad idea. Now her glory is now known a bit more. We'll allow Matilda to lead, because we were using... if I help now, I'll return the favour. We'll do that. It's 1,000 in and around here. We need to secure alliances. Oh, that's now done. Let's enforce demands. But we've still got to deal with the continuing civil war. We're not going to have the money to recruit anyone. Okay. Another 500 there. Let's charge that. Yeah, maybe there's not line of sight because we seem to be just trying to keep on taking the castle and baiting them further back there. Far out. Why is it still only plus 20? That's crazy. Third civil war of today's episode. We're still dealing with the consequences of it, but this is, in the beginning, a normal difficulty campaign because it is a little bit difficult having to... Oh, here we go. A renewed jihad. Muslims now have access to jihads. Oh, great. Just what we need. St. George, help us. We should be able to take Le Mains here now. We've been kind of unlucky because the Duke seems to be still commanding our vassal, his forces. Men-at-arms might have strayed. We're just at war, so we might as well continue down that. Yeah, we fought him again here. We still haven't got him. Maybe I need to send that over to Dorset because there's still a couple more castles that oppose my rule. And then I'm going to burn a fair few turns. I'm going to go into a time of peace and consolidate Cathars into Luce. Yeah. So that's like reorganized a sect of Christianity, which we have to watch out for. We'll stay Catholic with the church for now. The split between England and the Protestantism and the Catholicism doesn't happen for quite a while. I think this game ends in 1480, I think. Oh, we can enforce the demands now. Free once more my daughter under the Duke. Fantastic. Imprisonment is a cruelty. But we have victory. So be it. Let's disband the armies. Far out, man. Okay, let's have a look at the situation. So, Queen Matilda, 24 years of age, has risen to the throne after marrying her cousin. We can create that duchy, which we will eventually in the future. Okay, so we can imprison the Duke. It's only an 8% chance. We can imprison Margaret. And that, yeah, because he's probably one of the strongest male heirs. I'm going to keep my cousin in prison for now, along with the conspirators of the last civil war under my father. We can't allow them to form. Oh, create a cadet branch. This is what I was wanting and waiting for. It may be time for my family to abandon the legacy of the House of de Normandy and carve its own path with me at the head of the new branch of the dynasty. We want to try and trim a couple of branches because what's continuing to happen is that we've got a female line that wants to rule while the remaining Normandy males keep on getting claims. So if we create a cadet branch, so from this day forth, the House of Queen Matilda, the daughter of Robert and their children, we won't be annoyed by like our third and fourth cousins. And then at that point we can marry these people into my line if we want. So let's create a cadet branch, a new house, and a new family. So that's now changed. So we are House de Normandy Alencon. And now that's been formed. And that should secure us for the next 100 years, hopefully. That's fantastic. And then we can probably marry her off because she's 7. Can I unite that? Oh, we need her to accept it. Oh, that's a shame. We could have united the 2 lines. But she's in prison. I can't afford to release her, though. So, King Guy of England, French Catholic, who's my distant cousin. Oh, that's a shame. I would have liked to connect Agnes's son to me, but that's not going to work. Yeah, because if I imprison her, she's probably going to cause a civil war. I can't afford that. Are there any male claimants that I could potentially bring in? Emma and Agnes are my aunts, but they're 5 and 6. Does the Duke have any children? I'm just trying to think who I should marry my daughter off to. So are there any more distant Normandys? So he's been married off. He was a traitor, so we don't want to probably deal with him. He's been married off as well. So Robert de Normandy of William. And that is also William's sister as well. Ideally marrying these 2 would be ideal, connecting that up, but she's imprisoned, we can't do that. I can't afford to release her because she caused the 2nd Civil War. Minus 17, and she couldn't very well accept either. I don't want to execute her as well, because then we get control of the son, but we lose minus 50 opinion. And probably we get, kinslaying as well for family members. Eustace, I wanted to do it, but unfortunately we're not going to be able to. So we'll do with Adelard. Yeah, because then we can get that done. So we'll unite this line of Normandy. Because they're distant cousins anyway. So we'll bring in William's daughter's children, and that brings in the William branch as well. And then hopefully the distant branch over there should die out. So we'll marry him to my daughter there. Well, guys, unfortunately on that note, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching episode 2 of Crusader Kings III England campaign. We started off playing as William the Conqueror. Now we're under the reign of Queen Matilda. So stay tuned for episode 3 coming out tomorrow for another hour-long episode, of course. How fruitful will the reign of Queen Matilda be? We still want to try and conquer the entirety of Brittany, Wales, Scotland, and Ireland, which is easier said than done. So now, with the new branch of Queen Matilda of England, a Catholic Norman of the House of Normandy Alencon, hopefully we can sort of consolidate a bit. We'll build up a bit of a war chest, along with sort of investing in infrastructure in and around England. We might be able to go on crusade as well as the other factions, Muslim factions can as well. So we might have some crusades on our hands as well. But all hail Queen Matilda. Put an F, put a rip in the comments for King William the Conqueror, the man, the myth, the legend. I'm going to play the outro now. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.